Marvel Studios producer and development executive of Loki, Kevin Wright, was recently asked about what is the end goal for Loki, and he reveals that one of the end goals is to reunite Loki and Thor for one final time on screen. Some of you might be too young to remember this, but I remember reading all the interviews and everything in regards to Smallville when it originally came out in the early 2000s. And every time they asked them about, well, if you were to get canceled or you keep on going, do you know what the ending is? And they said from the start, before episode 1 even aired, we know exactly what the ending is and what it's going to be. Everybody in their mind knew it was going to be the brand new Superman, and he was going to officially do the classic go towards the camera, rip apart a shirt, show off the sign, and fly off. That's what we got in the end. Ever since Loki started, fans speculated by the end of this, Loki is going to meet Thor. They're going to have a reunion. Thor is going to see what happened to Loki, that he ultimately became a good guy, right? And that he's reformed that specific version of Loki. So it's not surprising that the producer said that the hope is when it's all said and done with Loki, whatever season it ends on, that's the key. And that's the hope. The sun will shine on Loki and Thor once again, is what he said. So it's a given, right? Like, that's the exact ending you literally need. And who knows, maybe season 2 is the end, and at the end, we see him walk up to Thor. And here we are. The next time we see them, it's the Kang Dynasty, and Thor's going to be caught up with everything that's happened. So, realistically, it could happen this season, or it could happen in one of the upcoming Avengers films where we see it. But I do think it's more or less them confirming, yeah, it's happening. The only thing that I think they got to work on is, honestly, how do you handle this? Because Thor can't be a moron about it, right? He's got to show some emotion. And, yeah, Loki died. But we know he survives, or at least this version has time traveling, and obviously there's variants and all this, but you got to make this land and stick the landing. And if it's in any way mishandled, like, I don't know, Odin's death, that would be really disappointing. So I just hope that they can honestly perfect this and nail it to the point where you go, you know what, that's exactly how it needed to end, and they executed on it perfectly.